be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman, same promo code, 10% off at checkout. Both of these are fantastic deals, and they help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? Thurx back for more Magic the Gathering Arena, and today, you all saw the thumbnail. I'm being bad. I'm playing Approach. Essentially, I just wanted to get this out of the way, because Approach, let's face it, it's a good card, and this is a decent deck. You know, generally speaking, the viewers of this channel don't love the control decks, especially ones that include a Cough Cough Him and a Cough Cough These. So, this is an Approach deck, and I will say, I'm not generally a blue-white control player. That's not my thing. I go for Grixis or some other black-based control strategies. So I did kind of merge the deck I have here from two different decks. One by MTG Joe, and the other by Waifu Gate. Both of whom's? Whatever. I'll have both of their links in the description down below. I kind of just sort of merged them. I think the main one is MTG Joe, but I really liked the Kefnet from Waifu Gate, or vice versa. I don't remember anything. So let's just talk about the deck. So we're rocking 27 lands here because, you know, Approach costs 7. Also, we're playing a hard control deck, so that's fine. We've got 4 Censors. Censor is a very strong card. It might seem like it's not, but the fact that you can just get people very frequently. People are often going to be playing on curve, and as such aren't going to have extra mana up. And if you get to a point in the game where they do, you can just cycle this, right? You can just trade this in for something else. 2 Search for Azcanta, generally a fantastic card at letting you get closer to your answers and threats. But in this deck, it's very helpful at just getting to Approach. You just get to Approach real fast. It's great. 3 Supreme Will. This is a card that can either counter something, or you can look at the top 4 of your library. Notably, this is a great counterspell because either you counter something with it, or you get closer to Approach. 4 Absorbs. It counters a spell and gains you some life. Pretty good. 2 Sphinx's Revelation. It gains you life and draws you cards at instant speed. What's not to love? Like literally, this is a fantastic card. 4 Castouts. This is another fantastic card for a very similar reason to Censor. This allows you to just exile something. It has Flash, which is great. And if your opponent has nothing that you need to cast out, cycle it to get closer to Approach. 2 Settle the Wreckage and 3 Wrath of God. Excuse me. You need a board wipe package, and I think this is a pretty strong one. I do wish that Black had, I don't know, Damnation, but whatever. 2 Drawn from Dreams, and 2 God-Eternal Kefnet. Now, Drawn from Dreams literally lets you get Approach directly back into your hand if you cast it already, right? Approach goes 7th from the top. This dives down 7 cards. Obviously, that's super mana intensive to do all in a single turn, but still, it's a very quick way of getting to the cards you want. God-Eternal Kefnet, and the reason why I really liked this version, and I actually upped my number of Supreme Wills, and I included the Drawn from Dreams, is because with Kefnet, getting one of these obviously is fantastic, but also, if you have Approach, you can cast the copy of Approach for cheaper. Not only are you casting it for cheaper, literally 2 less, so 5. So you can literally play it. You know, you play Kefnet on turn 4. Turn 5, you can cast your Approach if you draw it that turn. And then a couple more turns, when you cast the real copy, you just win. You don't have to wait anymore. It's great. It's just really cool. I really like Kefnet, generally speaking. It's a threat against some of the other control decks that is relatively difficult for them to deal with. So if you already have Kefnet out, you don't really care about the board wipes and stuff because it can just go back into the deck and you can draw it again. So I really just like this combination. It's very cool. I should mention the reason I really like it with Supreme Will is that you top deck Supreme Will after this, and then you can use the second option where you look at the top 4 and put 1 in your hand for only 1 mana, which is great. But then you also just have Supreme Will up, right? Since all overall this would cost 4, you don't even have to like hit your land drop in order to do that. So I really do like that little combination there. 3 Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Look, it's a strong card. Shut up. And of course, Approach, the namesake of the deck, the way this deck technically wins. What is nice is that having Kefnet also means that we have another way to win, as opposed to just Approach. So I do like that. This is the meta base. We got 2 Ardenvales, making some dudes is helpful. 2 Vantresses, Scrying is helpful, obviously, especially when we are looking for approach. 2 Irrigated Farmlands to cycle a bit, and then 2 Field of Ruin to just blow some annoying things out. Pact of Negation is one of the cards I wanted to highlight, because this is one of the areas in which Pact of Negation is actually super strong, at least in a best of 3 context. Now, I'm not playing this in best of 3 because I'm a lazy bum and I don't like this deck enough to give it the best of 3 treatment. Best of 3 is reserved for decks that I want to play best of 3 games with. This is not one of those decks. In this deck, though, you really want your second approach to resolve, right? And you also, if you're going against the mirror, which is where Pact of Negation is best, you really don't want their first approach to resolve. No, you don't want their second one to resolve. Never mind, I'm stupid. You want to resolve your second, and you want them to not resolve their second. Pact of Negation is great for that, because you can tap out your mana and stuff to cast your first approach, even if they're on their first, even if they've already cast their first. If they cast their second, you still have the ability to pact it, and then on your upkeep, you could just pay for it, which is great, especially considering most of these decks seem to only run 2 approaches. Yeah, so Pact of Negation here is like the best place for it. Teferi, Master of Time is in a lot of these lists, but I wanted to make room for Kefnet and Drawn from Dreams, so if you don't want that package, just grab this. If you are looking for sideboard options, if you are curious about playing this in best of 3, I believe both of the decks that I drew the main deck from are best of 3 compatible, so check them out in the description. But yeah, let's hop into some approach. I got a little bit of feedback regarding the deck tracker, so it's not in today's video. I'm gonna probably keep flip-flopping them for a little bit, and eventually I'll do a community poll just so that people actually get a wider array of being able to see how it feels in the videos and whatnot. So the tracker is on for me, but it's not being recorded by OBS right now. This hand, they're going with Luris. We're going second, so Censor is slightly worse. But the Azcanta is fine, and really, like, it sounds weird, but just 4 islands is not actually bad here. Oh, okay. So we're actually in a really bad spot. I did not expect this to be tempo. Oh! It's Boggles. Well, that boggles my mind. Okay. So we're gonna want white mana. This is on cast. So I think I'm gonna hold up Censor this turn instead of playing Search. And then cycle it if they can play around it, essentially. Yeah, we essentially just want two plains or white sources in a row. Preferably ones that come in untapped. If the plan is Settle the Wreckage, then I think that's, well, no, unfortunately I think I have to counter that because it just adds too much damage to the board. Not what I wanted to see. So we're still waiting on some turns here. Yeah, that's a yikes. Is this the only board with lyrics? Also, are these real words being sung? Shut up. So I can play Kefers here, which is helpful. But I need a plains. That's not a plains. Also not a plains. So Kefnet does nothing here. I can't believe I kept a 4-land hand with 27 lands, and I got no more lands, even with search. I mean, I guess them's the breaks, but still, that sounds incredibly unlikely. That I didn't draw a single other land. Oh, I'm dead. That was a rip. Krups asks, have you seen the Zendikar Rising promotional art? Yes, I have. For those of you who are trying to stay completely in the dark for Zendikar Rising, feel free to mute me, but keep watching. I'll do one of these when I'm done talking about Zendikar Rising art. So I have seen the art, and the specific art that they're talking about is a swamp with what appears to be an overgrown. It looks like a statue. We're going second, which is never great, but we got lands and spells. And I should mention, this deck is better for best of 3. I should just get that out of the way right there. Uh-oh. I need a bit white. We're running 5. It looks like a statue, but it could be like the corpse of an Ulamog brood creature. And my thoughts essentially are, I'm very glad that even if there are no literal actual, oh hell yeah dude, Wrath of God, don't mind if I do. Even if there aren't any literal Eldrazi in the set, all I really wanted was for Wizards to actually show, hey, the Eldrazi are still being represented, right? What happened there isn't just gone. Questing Beast is frightening. Oh, that's a no. Luckily, I can get rid of the Llanowar Elf. Do they get land? No. Okay, that is helpful. I mean, I could Sphinx's Rep for 2, which isn't great, but I might need to. Ow. That's a weird card to have. I don't think I Sphinx's Rep for 2, right? I go to 8. I think I'd rather just absorb this. It just gives me more life immediately. Yeah, here I'll play Search. I would like to grab... I'd like to get an Approach. Because what's great about Approach is that it gains you 7 life. Right, so yeah, I appreciate the fact that... I appreciate the fact that Wizards is still showing that, hey, the Eldrazi were here. It was pretty recent. Yeah. Sphinx's Rev I can do for 4 here. So I probably will just do that end of turn. Very happy that they're continuing to miss their land drops. I am at 2. It's actually possible. Yeah, so luckily my opponent messed that up a little. Do this for 4? Yeah. Unless they have shock. If they have shock, I'm dead. But technically, it's possible I should have done that first. Let's transform this. Oh, right. I think I need to use Supreme Will here. Not what I needed. Damn, I just lose. How many? I have 1 absorb left. No, I still died of the absorb. I guess I should have cycled the main phase. Well, doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we died. Tisk tisk. It's Phage. The Untouchable. This seems like a good hand. Have I gone second every time? Is Wizards punishing me for this deck? As they should be. Bants. Is this the Omniscience deck? Don't know what this deck is. I mean, obviously, it's Bant Anointed Procession. But this will be the first Procession deck I've come against. That's fine. I'm gonna save my absorbs for something of more import. Do I want to cast the Kefnet, though? I think that's fine. 2, 4, 6. They're damn near 8 mana. No, I don't think I'm able to play the Kefnet yet. Ardenvale. Interesting. Do I care about a bunch of 1/1s? That's... My opponent was trying to bait me. I said no, no, no. I could play Tefers, but Tefers just dies. Exile target creature. I guess Tefers doesn't actually just die. I use Tefers.
Sorry, we need to move quickly.
Sorry, I'm moving quickly. Alright. We won a game against a deck that was really trying to have fun. Well, look, we're in Platinum. You can have fun in Gold. Once you get to platinum, no more fun. He says knowing that tomorrow he's going to play... Oh wait, I'm not going to play a fun deck tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, which means I'm going to play Bolas. Not entirely sure what changes I'm going to make to Bolas yet. It needs changes, for sure. Just don't know exactly where I'm going to like have those changes. This hand is regrettable. Especially going second. This hand is also bad, but... I think we cut the Absorb. An untapped land would be great. Guess it doesn't matter. Sure, it doesn't actually matter, I guess. I assume this is a mirror match. I don't remember how to play this mirror match properly. This is like the worst land draw I could have received. We're running 11 basics. Brazen Borrower. That's interesting. Sure. Yeah, I've seen decks with Brazen Borrower in it, and it's possible that it is for the mirror, but I don't actually know. I'd like to get an untapped land so I can do this and hold up Supreme Will. But we're gonna keep getting hit by Borrower. I guess I can Supreme Will end of their turn if they don't cast anything that I need to counter. Remember, you want to counter the second approach. The first one doesn't actually matter. Because the first one, the second one doesn't care that you've resolved the approach. It just cares that you cast it. So all you have to care about is the second. So they're contemplating whether or not to counter this. No. They took advantage of my shields being down. Oh, I don't have... Fuck. Just got the Hallowed Fountain, dumbass. Because now I don't have enough to search and absorb. I can Supreme Will, but... That's a soft counter. So they have a counterspell. Main deck Dovin's Veto, interesting.
I'm known for my excellent. Hold that thought.
Yeah, going second and having an awful land draw. I do think I'm probably screwed this game. Yeah, instead of just playing the mirror out, I would rather get another game in. I will say I super appreciate everyone who said that they are actually happy that I play primarily historic. Many people have said they watch other creators for standard, but they like that I play historic. So I really do appreciate that. I have my own lane, my little niche. My opponent is half baked. That's a movie, isn't it? With Dave Chappelle, I think. Baked. It is with David Chappelle. Going with the mulligan. Gotta fire the laser. It's out of screen, but it was there. Opponent deep in the tank. Opponent very deep in the tank. There we go. Interesting. Excusez-moi, intéressant. What happens if can I change the language, like, from here? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, keep it on top. I can Supreme Will. If they don't give me something to counter. Gameplay graphics. Yeah. I don't think it's in graphics, right? Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, it did it immediately. Probably just want the other land. I think I'm just gonna play this tapped. Suivant is next, I think. Yeah, Suivant is next. End your turn. Terminate your turn. Recyclage. Is this a full cycling deck? Because that would be cool. Field. Sure. Sure. Alright, I will. Anglais. Merci. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just cast Teferi's.
Trust me. Let's skip to the good part.
I don't like how you said good there, Teferi. Let's stick to the good part. We have Censor, but no idea what I mean, obviously my opponent's playing Field of the Dead. Are you playing mostly a blue-white version? Are you playing a lot of... I mean, this looks like it's mostly a blue-white version. Get censored. Library, please.
We need to move quickly.
We need to move quickly. Just, let's Drawn from Dreams here. See if we can get a counterspell. I like it's a counterspell. And the other one will be counterspell. Then we'll play. I guess we'll just play this tapped because we can. And this will untap. Then we'll untap this and this. I got a counterspell up, or I can Supreme Will. No, that's another reason I like Drawn from Dreams. It allows me to use my mana for something. Golos. How about no Los? Could cast this now. I just played a land, right? Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to counter a spell again. So I think I would rather not
You know what?
cast it yet.
I'm not done.
Okay, well apparently I would have a counter spell, but it's only Censor. So I think I'm going to Drawn from Dreams. I'll grab a land and another Censor. Then I will end the turn, untapping some land. So I have double Censor up, or I have Absorb, Censor, blah blah blah. I got counter magic. Mirari's Wake. No. I've become everything I hate. Am I beast or man? Beast or man? Yeah, it's fine to be on top. Let's cast the Approach. Draw a card.
No time for a break.
And let's pass the turn. Ba 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 ba. Teferi also can just like ultimate now, which would be rude. And if my opponent doesn't hit my Teferi, I'm going to do it. Like, believe you me, I will ultimate this Teferi. No, absolutely not. You know, I don't trust the world. I'm casting this. There, out my face. Yes, that is the correct decision.
Do you want me to
Graveyard.
phase you out of time?
Transform. Do I have the mana to cast it? Obviously I don't. What am I talking about?
Hurry.
1, 2, 3. Did I play a land yet? I did, right? Don't remember. Cycle this. Because this is technically cheaper. Cycle this. I didn't play a land. Alright, we can actually cast it. Cycle this. 4, 7. Yeah. Boop. How is there no animation for winning with this? How? How, Sway? You ain't got the answer, Sway. How? But really, why is there no like animation of the horns coming up and like the suns just Wizards. What was my record with this? 2 and 3? It's not bad. 2 and 3. Not terrible. Stop it. Packs. It's a fine deck in best of 1. It is arguably better in best of 3 because you do have access to just options that hate on your opponent's deck. You know, rest in pieces, more specific counter spells, other cards. I don't play blue-white control. I play Grixis control. Praise Bolas. Papa bless. Anyway, I hope all of you don't hate me, but I would like to thank all of my lovely patrons for the continued support, especially you, Fogwin. Snap your cool. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links in the description. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, even though it was the menace. If you did, even if you didn't, like, comment, subscribe. It helps me. I promise I'll be good. I'll be good. I won't play blue-white control again until, like, the next set and cool stuff gets added. Shut up. It's fine. Yeah, until next time, all will be one and thing.